Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test. Test, test, test. Test.
Test.
Test, test, test.
Oh, hey, look, I'm live. Dun, dun, dun. Seeing if the connection looks right, because I've been having issues with my mic. How does it sound? Test. Yeah, that should sound better. Okay. It gets rid of the hey, look, I'm live. The echo that I had. Dun, dun. All right, well, I'm going to jump right on into it. You know, I will say it. I'm not disappointed, but it is a little embarrassing that, you know, you can look at the bottom right-hand corner. My couple trades that I had that I've re-entered into the market have not been going well. Not been going well. It's part of trading, you know. I'm a kind of 50-50 trader. I win half of them. I lose half of them. At least so my statistics tell me. But it's again, it's about proper money management. I'm not worried about losing, you know, because I've already risked the money that I've had there. And I will just tell you where my stops are and where I feel like the bottom is. And this is on the weekly. But I just want to be honest with you guys that, hey, it's not all rainbows and sunshines sometimes. All right. And truthfully, what I'm showing you on the screen isn't as bad as what they, I mean, they're not as bad. They're worse than what they actually are because of the fact that we have bounced up, you know, a little bit since then. But I'm looking at the weekly right now. And on the weekly, you can see that we are touching support. I haven't changed my lines. We've just hit them. And so this is basically the last line of defense here. And if we break through this, it's not good. It is not good for crypto. And so I'm willing to bet that we don't break below this. And that's exactly what my trades are open for, is because I am not thinking that we're going to break below this. So if I'm going back to the daily here, and I will just tell you where my stops are on my Ethereum trade. So my Ethereum, you can see I'm down 62%, right? So that guy is looking like it's going to get stopped out. But the only saving grace that I have is where my stop is. And my stop, again, I want to be proven wrong because right now it is not looking good because it looks like we have touched a new lower low. You know, we do have a retracement wick, but if we continue to have this candle pump down, there's a good probability that I'm going to end this trade with a loss. And so where is my stop on Ethereum? My stop on Ethereum is right around 1350, 1340 because I want this last little bit down here, okay? So this is 1350 on my chart. I guess here, let me just put a line here so that you guys can see. And I'll make this guy red. So that is my stop, right? It can become a winner because I'm seeing something that could potentially be good, right? Is we've got a double bottom forming, okay? But that double bottom has to get back up above like 1700 in order to officially be a double bottom. But if it ends up being a double bottom, where would the bullish price movement be? All right, I'll turn this guy green. Here, dun, dun, dun. Boom. And so we'd be well above 2200, you know, close to where I've got some good resistance lines at 25. So you would think that it could potentially get all the way up there because if I move this chart, we can see the volume profile. 25 is relatively where a good resistance would be. Okay, so if I'm being bullish, I'm saying I'm looking for the double bottom to form on ETH. What did I? I got rid of my main support line, but it is interesting that we are retracing right off that support line. Okay, which is good. That's the saving grace. That is the saving grace, because if you see the volume profile here, boom, if we break below here, dude, it's bad. We're potentially seeing another $1,000 ETH. Mr. XFD, hi Johnny, hi. How you doing? So I'm leaving it open. You know, I'm leaving open my Ethereum trade because Ethereum has just been getting rocked. And part of the reason is I feel that, hey, because of inflation, it was during July, we had 8.5% inflation. And then the August report came out that it was 8.3. And that's what kind of started tanking the markets from a few days ago. Right? That's when this whole shenanigans ended up happening, was because the Fed released on the 13th that, hey, the CPI numbers are not as low as they'd like it to be. Inflation has gone down, but it is still not going down fast enough. Okay, so that's not the worst. Here, sorry, I need to. You guys can't see me very well. Come on. Get that going. Boom. Ring light. Boom. Now I got my ring light on. So we are good. But what I was saying was the Feds on the 13th, they were predicting 8.1 is what I guess all the analysts wanted to see. They wanted to see, 4 basis points in reduction in inflation. And I was super bullish on Ethereum, that I didn't even think about, hey, fundamentally what's going to go on with the Fed meeting that is happening about the reports from August. And it was 8.5. They wanted it to be 8.1. It came out at 8.3. So it's still good, but unfortunately it's not going down as fast as they want it to. So next October the 13th, not next October, but next month, we'll find out what September is, and it should be lower than 8.3. And because of it, here in, next week, the Feds are calling for a 100 basis points, and that's what I feel what is going on in the market currently, is everybody's kind of freaking out about potentially having a larger interest rate, because our last interest rate hike was, I believe it was 0.75 basis points, so if we now raise rates again, even past what we have currently, there's no doubt that they're going to raise rates, but the question is, how much are they going to raise it? And if they raise it more than what they have previously, it's going to tank the market even more, which is a bummer, which is why this line might not hold, because of fundamentally the reasons that I just told you about with inflation, okay? Because we are in a bear market, right? This red line is the S&P, the simple moving average 200-day, and we need to get above 2,000 in order to kind of be back in a bull market. So, yeah, that's just kind of a bummer. But I am still leaving those trades open, because this level of 1,400 is really the last line of defense. If we break this, I'm probably going to cut my losses, because chances are I'm losing the trade. It's just plain and simple. So that's what I have to say for Ethereum. Is we're nearing the oh crap moment. But you can see, boom, 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 we're retracing off of it, and then even on the weekly, gnarly candle, right? But if we don't get back above here, chances are it's going down, because then the next level is that 1250 mark. So let me get to Bitcoin, and then we'll go about it. My dang phone is just going off the rails. Got 12 different emails here, and these guys, come on guys, I'm live right now. You guys can just wait for just a portion. So you can see my Bitcoin trade isn't doing as bad. My entry is 20,300. And then, my stop, where do I have my stop for Bitcoin? My stop is underneath the 18,000, and I'm not quite under 18,000. Not like evenly under 18,000. I'm at 1780 or so, just because I want to make sure that I am not right on that psychological even numbers. Okay. GM, bro, I don't know what GM stands for, dude. I have no idea what GM stands for. It is kind of a bummer, man, because I do like making money. And when these are down, my investment accounts are down. My crypto accounts are down. The only thing you can really do is inject more money into the market and wait long term for it to continue upwards. And it's going to happen in the next couple of years. We're going to have another bull market. But trading-wise, I probably should have been shorting the 2,000 mark in 23,000 when it came to Bitcoin. But, yeah, such is life. You win some, you lose some. That's just kind of how it is. I'm not going to be worried because I'm going to lose 3% of my portfolio now as far as compiling what these two trades are in my trading account. So I will live to see another day. It's just a bummer. But we are bouncing off of this level of, if just looking at this, okay, I'm going to get rid of this stuff, guys, so that it's easier to see, okay, because that's from a couple days ago. I'll leave the stop there so that you can see it. But if I'm looking just offhand, what do I see? Because this is the first time I'm looking at the chart this morning too. So, we're going just uncandid, unfiltered here, and I can see a level that is forming, right? At least on the daily, where price is wanting to hold at the 1950 mark. We've held there for a while. You can see that's the range that it's been in. It's not, you don't need to be a rocket science to figure out that's where price is trying to find a home here. Okay. So obviously it's going to be bad if we break below, and it's going to be good if we continue to stay in this range. It's just going to be accumulation. And, for me on the daily, Bitcoin is not getting near as rocked as Ethereum. Ethereum has gone from 1,800 relatively in the past couple days to 1,400, and Bitcoin has only gone from 22,000 and to 19,500. Relatively, that's not near as big of a gap as what Ethereum has done. And still, the bullish sentiment that I see here is that if we do form this, okay, that is a higher low. That's really the only thing that I have sitting here, right? Oh, it means good morning. GM means good morning. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Dole. The whole of all the markets are tied to Wall Street, and the trend is down. Yeah, absolutely. All of them are tied to it. And, here, I guess, let me just look at the S&P 500. We below 4,000? Ooh. We're well below 4,000. Look what I was drawing here earlier. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Yep. It's finding support as well. And let me get the volume out of here. So they're finding support at 3,850, really. And that's the bottom here for the day. And it's fairly easy to see the touches that we have. We have 1, 2, then this ended up being resistance, and now it's being support. So if they break below it, it's now going to be resistance again, and then you would say that your price target 37 to new lows, and if we break new lows, it's not good for everything. But I really think that this is all about the new CPI numbers that are potentially coming out. Okay, September 22nd is the date. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And if just getting back to Bitcoin, 19,000, where I've got this line here, this white line, okay, I can zoom in. That is the 1,400 version for Bitcoin, okay? If we break below this 1,900 line, boom, it's not good. It's not good. So I could see buyers coming in and buying this stuff, and I am bullish, guys, and the reason why I'm bullish is because I don't think that we are seeing much new lows. Everyone keeps calling for $15,000 Bitcoin to $10,000 to $3,000 Bitcoin. I don't think it happens. I really don't think it happens. In Ethereum, everyone keeps calling for less than $1,000 Ethereum. I don't think it happens. I believe that the bottom is already formed. You know, inflation has been proven that it's going down. There's no need for this stuff to tank even further to new lows. Like, yeah, it might bounce back close to getting down there. You know, I would say worst case scenario for Ethereum is right around the $1,200 range. Okay, we're pretty close to there, and there's just nothing but upside left. And that again is because peak inflation of 9.3% has continued to go down, right? And so now being at 8.3, we are proven that the bottom has already happened. We're just going to stay in a range now of not, taking off to the races. And I did have some bullish sentiment on the Ethereum merge saying that, hey, this should be kind of a catalyst, but that CPI report kind of messed everything up. It just destroyed everything. And, there was a lot of buy the rumor, sell the news. And what's happening right now with Ethereum tanking as much as it is everyone that bought the rumor, that we're trying to buy, because guys like me were like, hey, I've got a fairly good price target of 2,000, and a lot of retail traders, wanted it to go to the moon. And now that they're losing, they've got weak hands and they're selling. That's all that's happening here. Are you accounting for all markets? Truthfully, I'm just counting for what's happening over here in America. All right, globally, there's a lot more going on, but since our currency is the world reserve currency, we kind of dictate what sort of the rest of the world does as far as money and markets do. That's why the rest of the world covers us for, hey, what's going on? You watch Australian news, European, Bloomberg, they're all talking about our inflation and what our administration is doing here. So September is usually a bloody month historically, and this is no different. This is no different, and we will see what happens here. So as of right now, I'm just hanging on. Okay, and I will keep you guys updated, okay? Because I lose too. It happens. I lose. And investing-wise, now is really a good time to be thinking about dollar cost averaging in. Trading-wise, the $1,400 range could be a potential good one to go long off of, and close to 19,500 for Bitcoin is kind of a good, I would say, support level to potentially go long on. And obviously below those are the ones that we would be potentially thinking about going short on. If I look at stochastics, it's telling me that, hey, there's a reversal coming. On the weekly, what does stochastics look like? It's could bounce off of the 50, which wouldn't be a bad thing, because we see it bounce off the 50, before, boom, 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 there's another bounce. So I could see that happening. But anyway, I got to return some of these phone calls, and these streams will get better. Learning a bunch, guys. So thanks for watching, and this is Johnny Crypto. I'm here to help you guys